Hi everybody, and welcome to our New Zealand Freestyle event on this. It's our Women in Business event tonight, which is obviously really close to my heart because I am a woman in business. So I'm Tanya, and I have been part of this incredible community now for 4 years. I have grown a business, a really successful business over this 4-year time that I have been in this business. What I love about it the most for me was that at the time, I'm over 50, and I was really looking for something that was going to give me way more purpose than what I had at the time. My kids were starting to leave home, and I just felt like, is that it now? Is all I'm doing is going out to work and paying the bills? What else is there left for me now that I've no longer needed as a mum? I don't need to nurture anybody anymore. And I was absolutely sick and tired of my job. So how many women out there are feeling like that at the moment? And I know, of course, at this moment, at this time in the world where things are really difficult and a lot of our jobs aren't as secure as what they were, what I was finding was this was an opportunity to give me some purpose. Not only was it a way for me to create some security because it gave me another income stream, but it also gave me some purpose. It gave me something that I felt like I could contribute positively. And the thing that I love about this the most is watching women's lives change. I've seen so many women's lives changed. I've seen them change from, trauma and abuse and addiction and, poverty. It's amazing how much women's lives can change from this. And the great thing about it is it's so simple and it is such a really low investment. So, it doesn't matter what you're doing in your life, whether you've got a full-time job, whether you're a full-time mum, or whether you're trying to juggle both, whether you are, caring for an elderly parent or, whatever it is, wherever you are in your life, you can fit this around your life and create an income stream to the point where you can either step away from your day job and just have a full-time pay on part-time hours, or you could just have it as an extra little side income that really gives you a little bit of extra financial security. And for me, that's what I did. I stepped away from my day job, and for the last 3.5 years, I've just been doing this, and I absolutely love it. It's given me so much more. So what are you going to hear tonight? You're going to hear around, some other stories from some other beautiful women who have also created something beautiful in their life. But you're also going to hear, a little bit about our business model, why it works so well. And then you're also going to hear from some of our customers around how our program is really supporting them in their life and how we actually help people to create financial security and help people create a healthier lifestyle that's way more sustainable for them and their families. So without further ado, I'm actually going to pass you on over to the gorgeous Ange, and she's going to tell us she's going to bust a few myths around our biz model and just kind of talk around how our biz model works and why it works so well.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me on tonight. I am super grateful to be here and be able to share this incredible gift that we have to offer. I think once you kind of get involved and realize it, like what you have in your hand is such a gift, it kind of almost becomes an obligation to share it. So I was introduced to this business model, this network marketing business model 4 years ago now. And, before I came across this business model, I was working hospital and I was working public health. And what I found was that I was going to work every single day and I was doing the same stuff every day, going to the same location every day. And for me, I really value so highly freedom and adventure, and to be turning up and doing the same thing day in, day out, it just got really, really soul dragging. And I think also the other thing that frustrated me that is so different in this network marketing model is that I didn't have anywhere that I could move, really. I had a boss that was at the top, and there were a few positions above that, but anytime that I were to go into those positions, it would be out of clinical, which I really love to do, and it would be into more management. And there was only a few positions there. And, that was something that really drew me into this business model, is that, and what made sense to me right from the start was the fact that you could come into a business model working from the bottom and work the way up, and your income was potential, is uncapped. And so with that also, you can also get residual income along with that. And so, all the time when I was working hospital, I was trading time for money. I had to show up to make that income. Whereas the beauty of this business model is you can leverage your time so well that you can make money while you sleep. And, so for me, this was huge in creating this and jumping on board this model. But when I was working hospital, I think one of my other outs was maternity leave. I was like, right, sweet, I can get pregnant, I can get out of here, I can have babies, and, I can create freedom that way. It turns out that that's not quite how it works out. You're just giving yourself a new lot of things. But I found myself in this role of a mother. And what I found in there is, again, it just was this Groundhog Day on repeat. And it got me really in this place of thinking, like, what is there? Like, is this all I do for the next 20 years, 30 years, 40 years? This mixture of trying to juggle children and school pickup and school drop off and trying to create it into these hours and make it all work. And, my work, it was so unflexible. And that's the thing is, like, we live in this life of busy. We never have enough time for anything. And this business model was like introduce us, and we're like, can we give this a go? Should I give this a shot? And it's like, no, I can't add anything more onto my plate. I just don't have time. And that is why we need business models like this, because it creates time. Right at the beginning, you can kind of mold it into your life and do it in pockets and stolen moments of your life and make it fit around whatever you have to do. And then it's creating that time freedom that when I was going to a job every single day, I didn't have that. I didn't have that time, that freedom of choice. But this allows you to mold your life and design your life around that time freedom. I think, so going back to my story, when I became a mother and in that role, I actually kind of became quite lost and just, I was never depressed, but just really struggling with where I was and what came next, and how do I find who I am again, because I'd lost so much of that bubble and that spark that I knew of myself before I had children. And, when this business came into my life, one of the things that I love so much about it is I'm surrounded by all these mentors and all this positivity, and, people are doing such amazing stuff, and you're learning all the time and growing all the time. And that gives that spark back, and you get to be in service of other people and to see that light come back in people's eyes that you help do that. It's such a incredible feeling, and it's such incredible emotional revenue. And I guess the last thing that kind of came up for me when I was model is model, we get to share an incredible product that you guys are about to hear of a little bit later on, and you'll hear the incredible stories and how transformational it has been in people's lives. And once you understand, like, the beauty of this gift we have, as I said right at the start, it becomes almost an obligation that you just want to share this gift. And it doesn't become about sales or trying to get someone or trying to get the family or anything like that. It just becomes this gift that you get to keep giving and giving and giving. So I guess from there, I will just hand on now to Dom. She's going to share her beautiful business story, and you can hear more about how this works and how it's created change in her life.
We can't hear you, Dom. So we might go to you, honey. Is that all right? Just while we're waiting for Dom, then we can go back to Dom. Is that all right? Can we just spotlight you, Sue?
Yep, that's fine with me.
Thank you, lovely.
Hey ladies, thank you for having me on from over the ditch. My business story, look, it began 14 months ago, and before I joined the Soul Project and Juice Plus, I was an ironing lady. I had been for 20 years, and I didn't see a way out. I was lost. I'd been a carer for most of those years. I cared for my husband, and when he passed away, I cared for my grandma, and now my mum lives with me and I care for her full time. And I don't have any skills. I was terrified that if something happened to my mum before I became retirement age at 65, that I didn't even have the skills. I suppose I could clean houses, but I didn't have the skills to go out and get a job. And that scared me. I was lost. I had nothing in the bank. I had no superannuation. I had nothing. And I thought that I'd be standing ironing until I was 90 because I didn't know anything else. And then one day I got a little message from this strange guy, and it just said, "How are you?" And no one had ever asked me that before. No one had ever said, "How you going, Sue? Can I help you with anything?" I felt like I was never heard, never seen. And this little message really touched here. And so I checked him out because I thought he was a weirdo, you know. What strange man asks how you are without having an ulterior motive? So I messaged him back, and, you know, backwards and forwards, and I checked out his profile and saw the beautiful Denise, and I thought, well, you know, he can't be that bad. So the first thing I bought was the shakes, and then I joined the business a week later. I didn't have a clue, and I probably still don't know as much as I should. But the mentors and the teachers and the trainers and those that give of their time, they're there. They're there at your fingertips in Messenger. And so I quit my ironing business at the end of April. I wanted to do this full time. And what an eye-opener. What a way to reach out to others. What a way to help people, help families, help. There are so many now that are losing their jobs that just need what we have to offer. And I'm so damn passionate about the whole thing. I just absolutely love what I do. I love getting up in the morning and thinking, who's out there for me to help today? It gives me an absolute buzz to sign up a new teenie, somebody who is as blind as I first was to this business. But it's in here. If they can see your heart and your soul, then they're going to follow you. And the business it has taught me ways of showing my heart and soul, ways I didn't think I ever had. I didn't know that I could. I didn't even know what Zoom was. I didn't know that I could talk on Zoom, that I could jump onto the calls with these amazing people in this business, people who feel the same way I do, who have the same passion, who just want to love on everybody and share this business model, share this business opportunity, and create an even bigger, better community than the one we have now, which is absolutely amazing. I didn't know these people were out there. 16 months ago, I didn't know you were there. All you girls who embraced, all of us embraced me. And I just feel sometimes that I'm the luckiest person ever, because this strange little man reached out and said, "How are you?" And that is how simple this business is. So thank you, Tanya. Dom should have sorted out her glitch now. So I will hand back to her and keep on keeping on.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? don't know what happened there, but yes, I was using a new laptop, so apologies. But Sue, that was amazing. Wow, so incredible. I love your speaking from the heart. It was just so vulnerable and amazing. So my story is a little bit different. So I'm still working. So I work 4 days a week in a corporate job, and so my corporate job, I work as an insurance broker, and on the side I do this business. And so it's something that is really important to me in terms of my health. I've been on my own health journey. So a couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I went through an overhaul of my life. So I just completely changed my lifestyle. I stopped drinking. I stopped drinking coffee. I cut out all the crap food, junk food. I looked at my sort of mind, body, and soul, and did a complete 180 degrees. And so this product was a real complementary product to what I was doing with my health, and it's helped me so much, and I've just absolutely loved what it's given me in terms of my energy, in terms of my immunity, in terms of my son's immunity as well. And so I decided to jump on the business. And what I love about business is, number one, I can do it with my current job, so I can do it in those stolen moments, it's sort of mornings, evenings, and also on my day off. And the other thing I absolutely love, something that's really important to me and I'm really big on, is self-development. I've always been into self-development since I was younger, and it just seems to complement that really well. If you want to grow as a person, this is going to give you that opportunity to grow. There are so many people that are just so inspiring. Well, look at Sue, for example, just absolutely incredible. And it really changes people's lives. And so, I love the community that it gives you. I love self-growth. And I also love the fact that we add value to other people's lives. We are helping people on a day-to-day basis, whether that is through the products themselves or whether it is through the business, and giving people an opportunity to grow and to be able to tap into the infinite potential that lies within them that they may not have experienced in any other way in their life before. And so, yeah, it's beautiful. And I am going to pass you back to Tanya now.
Thank you, darling. I love these beautiful stories. Oh, I'm such a story girl. So I get to share the fun part. So I just want to talk about how do we make money in this business. So for me, when I first saw all the dollar signs come up, I was like, I'm totally in. So how we make money is simply that we are using, so we become a product of our product. So we are using our program and our nutritional support. And all we're doing is we're talking about this to others. So we're just sharing this. Now, we do this as simply in a referral way. So if you think about anything that you share, you are sharing, so you might be telling your best friend about a really great restaurant that you went to or a really awesome holiday destination. The difference is we are sharing the same thing, we're sharing what we're using, but we're getting paid for it. So how would you like to be referring something that you love and actually get paid for that? That's pretty exciting, right? And that's pretty much what we're doing. And we can do this in a number of ways. We obviously use social media because it's the easiest, it's the quickest way for people to see us. There are billions of people on social media. As you know, that internet is the way to go now. Everyone is buying things online. So that's the way that we prefer to go. But we also, also talk to people face to face. So this is really something that you can do when you're already doing it anyway and just get paid for it. So that's pretty exciting. Now, we also get paid in 3 different ways. And how many jobs have you ever had where you've got paid in 3 different ways? I've never had a job like that. So we get paid either first way we get paid is we get paid a retail profit. So every time we connect a customer with our beautiful Juice Plus company, we get paid a certain percentage of that. Now, another way that we get paid is we get paid through bonuses. Now, bonuses are amazing. It's that money, and I don't know about anyone else, but I have never, ever been paid a bonus in any job that I've ever been in. But I know that my hubby gets a bonus every Christmas. And I know that there's very few jobs out there now that actually get paid bonuses. We get paid bonuses. And these bonuses are available to on so many different levels. And you know, every time as we're moving up the levels, we actually get a higher bonus. We get paid more and more and more. The highest bonus that we can get paid is $30,000. How about that? That's pretty exciting. So, you know, in your first 10 days, you can be earning about, you know, in your first bonus, you can get 150. In your first 30 to 60 days, you could get $300 just in bonuses. Now, the third way that we get paid is we get paid in commission. So this is the exciting money. And if anyone knows what passive income is the money that pays you while you're sleeping, while you're doing life, while you are holidaying, while you are looking after someone in hospital, whatever is going on for you, you're going to get paid that money. So you know how you go to a day job, and your day job, you have to actually be there to earn the money. So if you aren't there, you don't get paid. We don't have to be at our day job. We're still going to have money coming in, which is really exciting. And so, you know, the bigger that we grow, the bigger that you know, the more successful that we become, of course, the more money that we can actually earn. And there is no glass ceiling. So everything that we are earning is completely limitless. And that's the beauty of this, is I fell in love with this because it meant that I was growing something for myself and my husband. You know, moving closer to retirement age, it means that we can have the lifestyle that we want, that I can now retire my husband and not just myself, but also it means that it leaves me a legacy business. So this is something that I can pay, that I know that when I'm gone, my children will be looked after and my grandchildren will be looked after, just because I have built something beautiful like this. So this is an incredible opportunity to grow something that's way bigger than yourself, and something that is going to grow over time, which is what we all are looking for. Multiple streams of passive income is what we need. It's the only way that we're ever going to make any really decent money. So love this. Now, we could talk about the business all day, all night, because I love the business, but we're actually going to switch gears a little bit. We really want to be talking about our beautiful program and listening to some customer testimonials. So we have an incredible program and a wonderful nutritional support products. And I'm going to pass you on over to Bridget now, and she's going to share all about it. You're muted, sweetheart.
There we go. Can you hear me now? Awesome. Thanks so much. Yes, my name's Bridget. So I have been on our program and products for coming up 4 years now. So I actually came across this because of the program in the first place. I was looking for an online program. I tried like a whole lot of different things in the past, and whatever I tried, it kind of seemed to work for a little bit, and then I would either put the weight back on, or things weren't kind of going how I wanted, and so I got attracted to this because of our program. But first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our products that go alongside it, and then we'll talk about the program. So the thing I love about our products is they're so simple. It's literally, we've got fruit, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. So, you know, I think everybody knows that we need to eat more fruit and vegetables, right? So I think these days they tell us that we need about 9 serves of fruit and vegetables a day. I definitely don't get that many in a day, even if I'm being really good. So this is not a replacement for fruit and vegetables at all, is what I'd like to call our backup plan, or a way to bridge the gap between what we are eating and what we should be eating. So the cool thing about these is they're all vine ripened. So they're all grown until they're completely ripe on their tree or the vine, and then picked and processed. And so a lot of the time, the stuff that we get in the supermarket these days is picked before it's ripe, it's shipped halfway across the world, it's cold stored and gassed, and there's not actually much nutrition left in the fruit and vegetables they were eating. Whereas these are picked and then they're put into, like, for example, a good way to explain it is a big slushy. So we put everything in, the pips, the skin, the pith, everything that we would normally throw away goes into a big slushy, all gets mixed up. And then it is dehydrated really, really slowly on these big steam rollers. And as that happens, the water evaporates along with the sugar, and we're left with a vegan capsule. So this is what you're left with. So, of course, I know that everyone can't take capsules, and so the company has made them in a chewable form as well. So these come in our chewies, and these are available for adults or also for children. And the best thing about our company is with every adult order, you can get this fruit and vegetables for free for your kids. So that is our main product. Our other product here we have is a vegan omega. So we all need omegas in our diet. We can't actually get them. We don't actually make them. We have to get them from a food source. Most people probably know omegas from taking fish oils. This is a completely vegan omega. So we've just taken the fish out of it, and what we've done is we've gone straight to the algae that the fish would normally eat to produce their omegas. So the thing I love about this product is the way that they've encapsulated it. So it is encapsulated like using a cold process. So a lot of people don't know that if you heat treat your omegas, whereas a lot of the capsules will be heat treated to seal them, that actually sets off a process in the omega, and it soon would start to go rancid. So you could just be eating lots of rancid fish oil, which is not very nice. So juice tests are incredible, and they've discovered a way to do it without being heat treated, so it keeps them preserved perfectly. Our other product is only that we have is my favorite product, and this is our complete powders. So they come in vanilla and chocolate. You can get them in little sachets as well, or in these big bulk packs. So this, I have this every morning for breakfast. It's what I call a smoothie booster. My daughter has it as well, and it's incredible. It just tastes like a chocolate milkshake, but it's full of superfoods. So just for you to know, like a few of the yummy things in here, there is broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, there's quinoa, there's millet, there's spirulina powder, yucca powder, pomegranate powder, all these things, and you're getting all this into a beautiful, healthy shake. So my daughter has this every morning, having all that goodness into her first thing in the morning. So, of course, yes, these are our amazing products, but we know, everyone knows that you can't just take a whole food supplement and expect the world to change and just keep eating McDonald's every day, for example. So that's where our online health and wellness program comes in. So in there, we've got hundreds of family-friendly recipes. There's exercise workout programs for home. There's a mindset series. There's shopping guides. There's a whole package. And the thing that I love about it is it's all online, and you just have so much access to everybody all the time. I think things that I tried in the past, I kind of felt like I was given a program and then I was left to do it by myself. Whereas this one, I felt that I was always had someone there to help me, or if I needed a question or I wanted to ask someone something, I could just type it into Facebook and someone's there to help me. So that really helped set me up for success. But of course, it is the stories that brings everything to light. So I think I'm going to pass it on to Amira. I can never say your name right. Amira, sorry. And she's going to share with us a little bit about her health journey so far.
Thank you. Hey guys, I am Amira. I have been on this program for about a year now, and it has changed my life. I'm looking a little tired today. I did a funeral over the weekend, and that's always an experience, as you know. But when I came into this program, so I've got 3 kids. I have a 12-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old, and they're all boys, and they are busy. And I came into this, and I was just a really depleted mum. Like, I was tired and run down, and I like lived for that afternoon nap. Like, from the moment, like before I even got out of bed in the morning, thank you, son. I was planning to go for my nap, you know, and it just was not the right way to live. I was tired. I wasn't eating properly. I was like legit living off KFC. You know, the king size blocks of chocolates, and like not just the big ones, you know, like it's like 3 blocks of chocolate in one block, like at least 1 or 2 of them a day. And I was just trying to get quick energy. And no matter what I'd done or ate, I couldn't gain any weight. My body wouldn't hold any nutrients. And I just felt like crap, really. And since starting this program, I have noticed so many changes in myself. Like at first, it was that I didn't need to nap anymore. You know, like all of a sudden I could stay up for a whole day without feeling really horrible. I started craving healthy foods. My body started to actually really, you know, when you get hungry and I used to be like, I need KFC or oh, I want McDonald's. I remember one day I was like, oh, I need to go home and have some avocado on toast. And as I was driving, like I actually left my friend's house and there was this table full of bakery food to go home and have avocado on toast. And I was driving home and I was like, who are you? And I was like, oh my God, it's working, you know. And now I like love cooking meals for my family. Me and my boys, we go out and we do something every day. We, you know, like just day-to-day life has gotten so livable. And like that was a blessing for me because honestly I struggled through my days and I've gained weight, like, and for me that's big. Like, so I'm almost 6 foot, so I'm really tall, and I was under 50 kg when I started this, and like it was like anorexic thin without having the eating disorder, you know, like I just could not gain the weight no matter what I'd done and no matter what I ate. But when I say that, I obviously wasn't doing the right things or fueling my body properly, or my mind for that matter. And I am now, I think last time I weighed, I try not to jump on scales because I get like self-conscious about it. Being skinny, being too thin is a thing as well. But last time I weighed myself, I was like between 58 and 62, I think. And like I feel healthy, you know. Hi, baby nature. Sorry, that's my niece. I feel healthy, and I love this program. I love everything about it. I love what it does for my kids. Their skin has cleared up. They had eczema. Like my mum takes them. I take them. We're all on the program. Like it's just amazing, and I highly recommend it to everybody who's passed that cross. I'm rambling now. I've lost my train of thought. So I'm going to pass you over to the beautiful Ace.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ace. This is my baby Nature. My youngest, she's my 1-year-old. And I have 3 other girls, 10, 8, and 3. I honestly didn't know much about the products. I got thrown in the deep end, thanks to a good friend of mine. But she actually gave me a chance at trying the capsules, and I think within the first 2 weeks I was sold. It was the energy for me. So once the energy comes, I'm a very high in caffeine. I need to have a coffee almost every day. And within the first week, I realized I didn't have a coffee for like 4 days. And that actually struck me like, what the heck? That's not normal anyway. I think the most recent for me would be, so I haven't been a part of the company or the business for a while, like I would say like a few months. And this is my baby, and she has real intense eczema. And I've been consistently giving her, so at first I was giving her our berry capsules every now and then, because I was still trying to learn about what's good and how much she was allowed. And this week I've given her a berry capsule every morning during breakfast, and I've never seen her skin, like she's 1 now, and I've never seen her skin the way that she's so full of energy. She's got so much hair, but I genuinely like felt a lot of relief because of the state of her skin. I would say it's like 60% better. We went through so much creams within the first year. I used to apply, first 6 months, I used to apply cream to her daily, like hourly, especially hydrocortisone. And honestly, the fact that I've not used that as much as I used to, I would say once in the last 48 hours I've used it, and I used to do it like 3 times a day. Also her moisturizer, so she has to have everything dairy free, gluten free, sugar free, and I added some milk, some of our own milk, into her breakfast this morning, and she didn't flare up at all. And it just made me want to cry, because that's my baby, and she like has to watch her sisters eat ice cream. But on the other side of that, I think being thrown into it and then being shown these products and then seeing the results in my child, and her not being able to have all the sugar stuff, all the things that actually aren't good for our bodies, she and this company have made me want to dive even deeper into understanding more about our products. And I love all of the product info. Like, I actually want to listen to it now, because I'm really choosing to go plant-based completely. Like, at one stage of my life, I want to be meat-free. But yeah, that'll be my highlight for this month, is my baby's skin is just really, I can't wait to share more of it in my life. I can't wait to share it with more people. And I just have so much info in my head, I just don't know how to turn it into proper words that can be like, because I just want to go, just try these. I promise you won't regret it. But yeah, that's my
thank you, Ace. Love your story, darling. Thank you so much. Love it. It's brilliant. Yeah, I love these stories. I've also had a massive transformation health-wise too, but I won't share that tonight for you all, and also with my daughter too, which is amazing. As a mum, you just want your kids well, right? It's all you want, is you just want them to be well and happy. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. We love our Women in Business events, but if you are sitting on the fence wondering whether this is right for you or not, and you're not quite decided yet, please reach out to the person who invited you tonight or who have sent you this recording, and just get your questions answered. Honestly, I have not regretted a single day from the moment I jumped into this. And you don't want to regret it either. Don't be that person that sits on the fence for months or years, and then when you finally jump in, you decide that, why did I wait so long? Just honestly get your questions answered, and because this could be an opportunity that could literally change your life. So have a beautiful evening. Bye, everyone.